Hey, my shit's actually working now. Cool. I was trying to go live last night, but I got a virus on my PC, so I had to take care of that. But we back now. Um, I got the shitty the shitty webcam going. I don't know if y'all can hear that. My dog is going fucking ballistic, but yeah, I just wanted to hop on here and probably the last time I'm gonna be talking to y'all. It's a 90-day program. Um, if you look behind me, it's all my clothes and shit. I still gotta pack. I got a suitcase right here. A bunch of my other shit in it. So I canceled all my subscriptions. Still gotta take care of my bank shit and a few other things, but for the most part, I'm ready to go in. So I don't really know how to feel about it. Probably because I took a lot of bars today. It's a stressful day for me, man. Really stressful day. Plus, it's the last time in my life and I'm gonna ever take a Xan again. Except maybe if I like go on like a plane or something and just gotta sleep. But yeah, once I get out, no more Xans for me. I'm done. Uh, I know this is gonna be the most painful experience in my life for sure. Like by far. Plus just being away from home, bunch of like bunch of drug addicts around me. I'm the same as them, but I feel like I'm a little different. A lot of drug addicts are fucking scumbags, they'll steal your shit. Like they'll do anything to get that next hit, bro. I'm not like that. If I ran out and I was down to my last, had no way of getting any drugs, nothing like that, I would never steal from my family, my friends, none of that. I would never do that. I'd rather just go into withdrawals and take the pain than take from them people I care about. So yeah, I don't feel like I'm not a bad person. I just uh I just fucked up and I got addicted to drugs and now I'm in the mix with these people that I feel like I don't belong with. But after 3 months, I'm back to being a upstanding citizen, whatever. I don't have to deal with junkies no more, crackheads and shit. Yeah, man. This life just like I thrived off the violence and the chaos and all that for a long ass time, and now I'm just ready to settle down. You know, calm down with my shit before it ends up getting me shot, stabbed up, or overdose, whatever. I'm too young to be throwing my life away like this. You know what I mean? I'm 22, and I should be out about 1 or 2 days before Thanksgiving. I think the day before Thanksgiving is when I'm getting out. If I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little nervous. You feel me? Still got 0 viewers in here. I'm trying to get some people in here that have been through benzo withdrawal. I don't know where my phone's at, bro. I got everything everywhere. Like it's just a mess. I know for a fact I'm gonna forget something and just be stuck in there for 90 days without it. It's gonna suck, but I'm trying to like my room is so messy, bro. I'm trying to like look everywhere for everything I might possibly need, but I'm gonna try to grab my phone and maybe get some people in here. Yeah, I got all like my nice clothes and shit packed up already. I'm literally wearing like my sister's sweatpants right now. I thought I was going in today, so but apparently it's tomorrow, I guess. I could go in tonight, but like I said, man, I'm nervous. I just want one more night of just being able to relax in my own bed and watch YouTube, Netflix, shit like that. Just chill out for one more night. Because the next 3 months are gonna be filled with nothing but pain. Probably the worst pain I'm ever gonna feel in my life. I don't know if you guys saw my Instagram story of the amount of the alleged amount of benzos I was taking, have been taking. This is gonna be a tough detox. That's all I'm saying. It's gonna be real tough. I'm on a very high dose, allegedly. Let me try to get some people in here. Going live one more time before getting sent to Detox tomorrow. Hop in the stream and say what's up. Alright, yeah. I'll put that on my story and see if some people come in here. I'm still thinking about bringing my laptop in and my phone. Cause they told me if I had good behavior and shit that I could use my laptop like once or twice a week, potentially. Once I'm in there for like a month, have good behavior, all that. They said I could use my laptop for like once or twice a week, make some beats, but only for like an hour at a time. So it's kind of pointless, you know. I'm not gonna be able to. I could make a beat in an hour, but I'm gonna want to sit there for like 8 hours just working on it. You know, that's just the type of person I am. So plus, I don't want to bring my phone in because last time I was in the psych ward, uh, since I get my messages, my messages pop up on my phone. Um, I'm guessing it was one of the employees there. They took my phone and they ended up getting my OTP, my one-time password for like my Amazon account, my bank account. They cleared my whole shit, you know. Thankfully they were shitty ass hacker. They didn't know what they were doing, so I got that shit back like within 10 minutes when I got home, but you know, it just sucked like getting home after only 5 days and going to my YouTube channel, seeing all my videos got deleted, you know, channel name has changed. Like, this kid just took my channel for no reason, whoever the fuck it was. Ordered some shit on my Amazon. He ordered a Ryzen 9 processor, and that's how I know. That's that's how I know it was somebody from the facility because they had my address. So I think what their plan was, they didn't order it to their house, right? Obviously, they used my payment method, my card. They had my card info, but they sent they sent the processor to my house. It was like a $1,200 purchase at the time. So I get this thing in the mail, $1,200 processor. I'm like, all right, what the fuck? It's like a Ryzen 9. Like, I don't need this shit. Honestly, if it was like a graphics card, I would have kept it. But I already have a Ryzen 5, so I don't really give a fuck. So I think what their plan was, was to send it to my house, and then before I got out, they were gonna, you know, go over to my house and steal the mail if they could. But yeah, I got there first. I got the package. I opened it up. I see the processor. I'm like, what the hell? I check my Amazon. I'm locked out of my Amazon. And this kid like changed all my passwords and everything. But like I said, he was a stupid ass hacker. He didn't know what he was doing. I got back in pretty quick. Locked him out of my shit. I'm not gonna say what else I did to him, but yeah, I mean, I think he learned his lesson to not fuck with the wrong person. Never scam a scammer. But yeah. Anyways, I'm just trying to bring in my phone and my laptop, so I can maybe check it like every like once a week or something. Make sure my accounts don't get hacked. Make sure I can pay my bills. Another thing I gotta worry about. Um, yeah. Other than that, it's just the pain I gotta worry about. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna try to do any shady shit like sneak drugs in there or anything. Sneak my phone in there. I was honestly thinking about that because I think it's complete bullshit. You're not allowed to have your phone. The only reason you're not allowed to have your phone in there is because I mean they say it's because you can hit up your plug and go score or whatever. But my plug is the internet. You feel me? So it's like, what am I gonna do? Order drugs to the rehab place? I don't think that would go down too well for me. So there's no way I can even get drugs in there with my laptop or my phone. So I don't understand why they're not letting me have it. But it is what it is. There's a lot of sleazy ass people in there. Like I said, junkies are, you know, most of them are kind of fucking like scumbags, to be honest. They steal, they rob people, like they'll do anything to get that next high. I'm not like that. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna violate somebody like that just because I'm going through pain that I put myself in. Why would I take from somebody else just to fulfill my habit? That's not who I am. So yeah, if any of y'all want to know, I'm gonna be at this recovery center up in the middle of bumfuck nowhere. It's about 2 hours away from my crib. It's like up in the mountains and shit. Not really my type of vibe, but they wanted to send me there because it's like a detox place that does benzos and they do like therapy, counseling, all that. They know for a fact I need that, so that's why they're sending me there and not to the one a little bit closer where they only do like mental health type shit. They don't really focus on benzos. They don't really know much about them. And this place I'm going to, I still don't know if they actually know about benzos. Because every single doctor I've talked to, psychiatrist, therapist, doctor, whatever, there's only been one person who's actually understood the the severity of benzo withdrawal. One person, and that's my recovery coach. Not a single doctor. So I don't know what they're teaching these motherfuckers in medical school. But yeah, I mean, this is the this is the worst drug to be addicted to ever. But I mean, at least with perks and fentanyl and all that, they've already caught on to all that shit. They know how to they know how to taper you off without any pain, pretty much. I did it myself at home. You know, I laid in my bed for like a week, just taper myself off with kratom. I didn't really feel much pain. I mean, it kind of sucked, but keep in mind I was on a lot of fentanyl every day, like very high dose fentanyl. I was pretty much, you know, blacked out every single day. You know, slumped over. It was like a it was like an overdose every single day, pretty much. I would wake up with, you know, on the ground, puke next to me, you know, types of shit. It's not a pretty life to live, man. It's not the way to live at all. But benzos, completely different world from fentanyl, opioids. I don't give a fuck how strong the opioid is. It could be fucking carfentanil, trank dope, you know, mixed with fucking whatever else. Benzo withdrawal is still the worst withdrawal you'll ever experience, you know? I'd rather go cold turkey off fentanyl 10 times in a row rather than just detox off benzos for what I'm doing right now. It's gonna hurt 10 times worse. I just hope they have like good comfort meds there and they know what they're doing. I'm putting my trust in a lot of people here with my life, you know. Like my life is in their hands. If I die in there, then that's it. It's nothing I can really do. If I have a grand mal seizure, it only takes, you know, a couple seconds to die from a grand mal. So yeah, I just really hope they taper me off right. Still got 0 viewers in here, but it's all good. I think this is gonna turn into a video afterwards, so y'all will be able to watch. But today's what's it? Thursday? Yeah, man. Today's a Thursday, August 24th. It's my sister's birthday today. I was supposed to be going in on her birthday today. I still could, but I'm gonna chill for the night and spend a little more time with her, you know. Going tomorrow. And I'm gonna be live on Instagram when I'm on the drive up there. All that. So if any of y'all want to talk to me then, I'll be live on IG at 6 nah, that's not my ad anymore. It's at JAY603K. I just like inhaled my own fucking spit or something. I don't know what just happened. I'm pretty fucked up right now, but if I wasn't fucked up right now, I'd be having a probably already have a heart attack just from the stress. See, the thing is, detox is so much scarier than jail. Like, if I wasn't an addict and I didn't have to go through withdrawals, um, I wouldn't really care about going to jail, to be honest with you. But yeah, it's looking like most likely I'm gonna get no jail time. Most likely. I do gotta pay $2,500 fine, a $2,000 fine for the reckless operation for motor vehicle. I'm gonna pay 650 for my misdemeanor A, my gun charge. So yeah, I got a lot of A lot of bills stacking up. I'm already in hella debt. Like, I don't know how much of my car payment I paid so far. I don't really keep track. I just pay it. But I think I still owe like at least like 17 or 18 grand on that bitch. So probably more, honestly. And I got my credit card debt. So, I mean, yeah. If they would just let me bring my laptop in there so I can make music, make beats, sell them shits, you know, trade Bitcoin, all that. I can make some money in there. I can pay my bills, but I don't know why they don't want me to bring my shit in there. Obviously, no recording devices. That's, you know, it's pretty obvious why they don't want you to record in there. Let's just say that I don't know about this facility. I'm not judging this facility at all. I haven't been there yet, but every other facility I've been to, they take your phone. You know, any recording devices you have, they take that shit because they don't want you recording what they're doing to people in there. I want to tell you guys a story from when I was in the psych annex. If you don't know what that is, it's basically a jail, like within the hospital. So an annex is a it can either be like a female jail, it can be called an annex. It's usually just like a smaller type of jail. You know, it's jail, but it's smaller. That's why they call it an annex. I don't even know what that word means, but it's basically just a small jail. So they sent me to the psych annex. So the like where the crazy people are at, you know, the killers and shit. And yeah, first night I was in there, I told them, you know, I take 8 milligrams of Xanax a day. That was my dose at the time. Now it's about 30 milligrams. But I mean, withdrawal off 8 milligrams of Xanax can still kill you. And it almost did. It really almost did. So that's why I'm so nervous. I'm on like 30 milligrams plus a day. Plus like drinking and all that. Like, this is gonna hurt. There's a good chance I die in the next 3 months in detox. Because I did have comfort meds in the psych ward to an extent, but they weren't tapering me off benzos. So I was pretty much cold turkey off that 8 milligrams of Xans and the fentanyl. So I was going through it up in there. So I was like, I respectfully asked that nurse. I told her my situation. I asked if I could, you know, they already had my blood test. They knew I was an addict. I just asked if I could get something so I don't have a seizure tonight, you know? She basically told me to fuck off, go back to my room, and that sort of pissed me off, you know, because I'm like, you know, I get it, like I'm in the psych annex right now, it's jail, there's, you know, there's actual cops in here, like monitoring people and shit. So, yeah, I mean, they were all dickheads in there, honestly. But she told me to fuck off, go back to my room. I got pissed. I was like, nah, I'm not going back to my room. Like, I'm not going back to my room until y'all give me something. So, she kept saying no. And eventually I just sat down on the floor, just right in the middle of the floor, like right near the officer's booth or whatever. I was like, I'm not moving until y'all give me some. This officer, or she calls over this officer, like, get over here. The guy comes over, he like lifts me, he like gets up behind me, like yokes me up, like under my arms, you know what I'm talking about? Like, picks me up off the ground. And my mom is standing right outside too. She's watching all this. He yokes me up, like kicks open my door, throws me up in that bitch. So I'm already in like mad pain from the withdrawals. Um, yeah, I'm just like, okay, well, I just got tossed onto the floor, you know, I can barely even get up. But I made it up on the bed. That same officer later that night, you know, the withdrawals were stacking and stacking and stacking. I was getting nervous. I was like, man, I'm gonna have a seizure. So they had like this panic button that I noticed behind me, or like some type of like emergency button or whatever. So I hit that, uh, and she's like, or somebody on the line's like, what you need? I explained my situation again. You know, I'm in withdrawals. I feel like I'm gonna die. Please help me. You know, just give me something for the night at least. They said no, and um, I respected it at that point because I knew from my experience earlier that if I, you know, try to like, there's no way I'm gonna convince these people to give me anything by being an asshole, you know. So I'm just trying to be as nice as possible. Like, please, sir, please just give me something, you know. This dude doesn't answer for like 30 minutes. Um, I hit it again. Tells me he's not giving me anything. Um, at that point, I'm pretty pissed off, and I don't really care if he comes in and beats me up, whatever. I'm spamming the panic button, bro. I can barely like even move my arm. Like it's bad. Like I can't stand up, do nothing. But the panic button's like way behind me, like way back. So I gotta like reach over, and I'm just once I reach it, I'm just banging on that shit, just spamming the panic button for like I say I did that for probably like a good 10 to 15 minutes before they responded. Like they were just ignoring my ass. So yeah, I'm spamming the panic button. There's like a camera in the room. I'm looking up at the camera. I'm yelling shit at him. You know, I'm getting pissed off at this point. You know, it's not a way to treat a human being. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not in here for murder. I'm not in here for rape. Nothing like that. I'm in here because I got addicted to drugs. That's it. You know. And also, this was the time that they put me in there. I was the drugs thing was like a side. It was like a side thing. They didn't care about that. I was suicidal at the time. I just attempted suicide. So the cop brought me to the hospital. I was, you know, running my mouth to the cop the whole time. Uh, I feel bad about that now because he was being real nice to me. You know, he was just trying to help. But once I got in the hospital, I seen this doctor, this lady doctor. And she's the one that excuse me. God damn. She's the one that refused me a CAT. God damn. I can't talk, bro. My bad. She's the one that refused me a CAT scan when I had to get my appendix taken out because that shit got infected. It was about to burst. I sat in that hotel bed for 5 hours, you know, basically just like begging for mercy, you know. Like, what's it take? Like, just give me a CAT scan. Like, how hard can that be? You know what I mean? And the whole time she's telling me, you know, there's nothing wrong with your stomach. Keep in mind, like, I have a bag attached to my face. Like, that's how bad it was. Like, I couldn't stop puking for more than 5 minutes at a time. It was just constant heave, like dry heaving over and over and over and over and over for like 5 hours. So they just attached a bag to my face. Like, you know, that's just how it was. You know, I could barely. I'd like write shit down because like I was throwing up so much and dry heaving. I couldn't talk. You know, I'm saying, you know, please just give me a CAT scan. I know this is not from the drug use. This is something else, and it was something else. She was wrong. you know, like most doctors usually are. No offense if you're a doctor, but y'all need to do some more research and like get up to date on this type of shit. You know what I mean? Research chemicals. I'm just trying to help out anybody else that's going through the same thing, because I know there's a lot of young kids that grew up on the internet like me, and they know it's so easy to get drugs online. It's so easy. My grandma could do it, bro. So I mean, it's mind blowing to me that these fucking like 30-year-old nurses don't know about this type of shit. But yeah, I mean, she's telling me, you know, I gotta go to rehab. I gotta find God, all that. You know, she's talking a bunch of shit, just running her fucking mouth. I'm saying, you know, shut up, bitch. Like, you don't know nothing about me. Like, I go to church. Like, I'm Catholic. Like, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? So she refuses me a CAT scan for 5 hours. Eventually, this other nurse comes in, Nurse Jessie. Bless Nurse Jessie, bro. Bless Nurse Jessie, for real. He came in, saw what I was going through. I explained to him, you know, he shot me up with literally as much morphine as they were allowed to give him. And of course, the bitch ass nurse came back in and, you know, kind of like yelled at him like, "Oh, you're giving this drug addict morphine." You know what I mean? Like, bitch, I'm in withdrawals. Like, this morphine ain't doing shit to me. You know what I mean? It's just kind of easing the pain a little bit. And Jesse ended up going out, finding a different doctor, bringing them in. That doctor gave me a CAT scan just like that. Just like that. So as I'm getting wheeled out, I see the doctor that was refusing me the CAT scan the whole time, right? I'm just looking at her. I'm glaring at her. She's glaring back at me too. And I get my CAT scan done. They realize my appendix is like really close to bursting. At this point, it's like midnight. Might have been like 1 in the morning. They had to call in the emergency surgery team. I went like, it was like an hour and a half away from where the hospital was. These dudes bombed down there, you know, because I was like really close to, my appendix was really, really close to bursting. You know, if that happened, I would have died. So they bombed down there. They get there in like 45 minutes. It's like it's like an hour and a half drive. They get there in like 45. They're flying down there to try to save my life and everything. And you know, I appreciate the surgery team too. So everyone besides that bitch doctor, you know, there's some great people there, but it's just her. I don't even think she's there anymore. So I didn't see her last time, but yeah, I mean, I got the help I needed. I got the surgery. When he brought in the other doctor, they gave me the CAT scan, saw that my appendix was about to burst. Emergency surgery team came in, did the operation that night. And I was good. I lived. I survived. But you know, I still to this day, I still feel some hatred towards that doctor who was refusing me treatment. You know, he probably got fired now that I think about it. I mean, like, I told some of the other doctors there, bro, I was going 6'9". I was like, this bitch is like trying to kill me. You know what I mean? I don't care. Like, I hope she lost her job, to be real. She has no place in being a doctor. It's not for her, you know. More like a serial killer, not a doctor. That's a better profession for her dumbass. But when I went in for another suicide attempt, a little bit after the surgery, I got taken in for another suicide attempt, and that's when I went to this. Ended up going to the psych ward because of this same nurse or doctor. Sorry, because of the same doctor that tried to kill me. So, like I said, I'm in the cop car. I'm running my mouth as usual. We get to the place, the hospital. We pull in. He uncuffs me, or he uncuffs me when I get in the hospital. There's like 3 cops. I'm like fully like Y cuffed, chained up. Like my legs are or my ankles are chained, my got handcuffs on. You know, I can barely move. I'm like hobbling around and shit, like trying to keep up with the officer getting in the hospital. So you know, I'll walk up in there. They take my cuffs off and they're like, you can go over there. Like they're gonna do like a psych assessment on you. So I look up and last time, you know what I mean? She really did though. So I'm like yelling in this hospital lobby. I'm like yelling at this girl in the hospital lobby, like, you fucking tried to kill me, fuck you, all this, da 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 da, whatever. Uh, for some reason, she was the one who did my psych assessment. So obviously I'm pissed off. And as she's asking me these questions, like, she's not even looking at me. She's just looking at her clipboard, you know, asking me the basic questions. I'm staring right at her though. And the whole time I'm saying, I know you remember me. You tried to kill me. You know, I'm telling her all the shit she said, like all the fucked up shit she said about me. You know, she's not looking up at me at all. Fucking coward. So she's asking me the psych questions. And at first I'm not answering. You know, I'm talking shit. But she just keeps repeating the same question over and over. She's asking me, do you wanna die? Do you wanna kill yourself? And eventually I just got so pissed that she wasn't acknowledging anything I'm saying. I'm just like, fuck yeah, I wanna kill myself. Why would I not? Biggest mistake of my life right there. Because yeah, that's how I got sent to the psych ward and had to go through cold turkey, Xanax, and fentanyl withdrawal. You know, I've already told that story, I'm pretty sure, but y'all know, like, by day 5, I couldn't move, could barely speak English. You know, I didn't know what year it was. I couldn't write the date. I forgot my last name, forgot where I lived at. Um, the only thing I can remember was my mom's phone number. That's pretty much it. Otherwise, I was just like a vegetable and couldn't walk on my own, nothing, you know. So like demoralizing being like a man, having to have like 2 nurses come in and like hold me by my arms and like basically drag me to like my court date. So I like can't move on my own. It's just dehumanizing and yeah. But at least this place is a detox place, you know. Hopefully they have better better comfort meds than what I was given in there, because that place was its own type of torture. Yeah, I just wish the doctors and shit knew more about what's going on in the current drug market, you know. None of them know about research chemicals, you know. You could say, oh, you know, I take for example, fluoxetine, right? They'll be like, what the fuck is that? Be like, bromazepam, what the fuck is that? Diclazepam, what the fuck is that? Pyrazolam, what? You should know this. Like, you went to medical school. Anything that has Zolam at the end of it or Olam, that means it's a benzo. So they should have known. But yeah, the doctors, they don't care. That's just the reality. They don't care. So, I'm a little bit scared that I'm not going to survive this. To be honest, I might die in here in the next 3 months. It's just wild. I got one more night. I could go in tonight, but it's my sister's birthday. I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to spend some time with her before I go in. You know, I don't want to get locked up on her birthday. You know, I feel bad about that, but yeah, I'm going in tomorrow. I'm gonna be on Instagram live, like on the drive there. So yeah, it might be the last time you guys see me alive. Right here, right now. Crazy, but I'm going in there expecting the worst pain of my life by far. And I'm not gonna leave. I'm not gonna bitch out. I'm gonna stay there. And if I die, I die. That's it. I'm not really like a lucky person, you know. A lot of unlucky shit happens to me. So yeah, that's just why I feel like this it's probably gonna kill me. Since I'm on so many bars, so many different drugs, you know. There's just no way they can they can get me clean within 3 months. That's just not possible. Uh, but if they knew more about benzos, they would know that. That's why I'm a little nervous, you know. Yeah, my head is kind of like scrambled up right now. Um, I got like 1.5 million different things to do before I go in, so my brain's just all over the place. I'm stressing the fuck out. You know, I'm drugged out, obviously, you know. If I wasn't, I'd be having a heart attack right now, just panicking. But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Let's keep fighting there. Apparently, you get kicked out of the program. So most of my, I mean, pretty much all of my clothes actually are like designer shit, expensive stuff, you know. Uh, they told me not to bring my chain, not because like another person, inmate, whatever you want to call them, in there is gonna take it from me, because obviously I wouldn't let that happen. No one's snatching my chain. But when they lock it up and they're like little lockers, they're staff lockers or whatever with your personal items, you know, the staff steals from inmates all the time. So they literally told me like, don't bring it in. It's probably gonna get stolen by one of our employees, and I'm like, damn, you know. But yeah, I still kind of want to bring my chain though. I might just wear it the whole time. I mean, I'm gonna wear this chain because I just put a master key on there. I got my I got all my luggage like locked up because I got like fucking at least like 5K worth of clothes in there. It's only like a couple hoodies and like a couple shirts, but they're like all designer shit because I don't have anything else. Besides like got this like plain gray t-shirt and I got like, some plain white shirts. That's it. But yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna wear my like diamond chain in there because you know, like I said, these are junkies we're talking about. They'll do anything to get some money. So if someone tries to snatch my chain, that's a no-no for me, bro. If that ever happens, like you better be ready to run really fast, or you better hit me first before you take my chain, because if you just reach over and grab that shit, pull it off my neck, I'm I'm coming at you, bro. I'm coming at you with everything I have. And it's not just because like it's an expensive chain or whatever. It's just like it's about respect. It's the principle of it, you know. You're not just gonna walk up to me because I'm smaller than you and just snatch my chain off my neck. That's not gonna happen. I'm gonna put a knife in your neck before that shit happens. Allegedly. You know, I'm not a violent person, but when somebody steps up to me, you know, and tries to tries to fuck with me, I'm gonna defend myself straight up. You know, someone steals from me, I'm gonna get that shit back any way I got to. You know, they could take my chain, go in their room, you know, put it up in the drawer or whatever. You know, I'm gonna go in there and we all get in the paint until I get my shit back. Every single day, I'll fight him every single day. I don't care how big he is. I'll fight him every day until he either kills me or I kill him or I get my shit back. One of the three, you know, or I get kicked out of the program. I don't know. So, just trying to figure out what to bring. You know, I'm gonna be walking around in designer and shit, so probably gonna look like an easy target. But I'm not trying to get in any fights, get in any trouble, and get kicked out of the program, because then I'm just headed straight for jail. And detox in jail, I would definitely die, 100%. So I'm really not trying to cause trouble in there. But if somebody steps to me in like on like some I'm gonna take your shit type of way, it's not gonna happen, bro. That's all I'm saying. It's not gonna happen. But yeah, I am a little nervous. Not gonna lie. I think anybody would be nervous going to detox for benzos. If you've ever, you know, felt what benzo withdrawal feels like, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like being in a different dimension. It's like being in hell for real. Alright, I know there's nobody in here, but hold up for a second. I gotta check my phone. But yeah, bunch of fines, 3 months, no freedom, 3 months of laying in a bed, shaking, having seizures, staring at the wall. I could barely handle that for 5 days. I don't know how I'm gonna do 90 days of that pain. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Plus, I'm on a way higher dose than I was before. Like I said last time, I was on about 8 milligrams a day. Now I'm on about 30 milligrams. So that's a pretty fucking big jump. And it's gonna take a long time to taper. So they're probably gonna do a really aggressive taper on me, you know. The whole 3 months, I know it's gonna be fucking, it's gonna be the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. I can promise you that for a fact. But if I make it out alive, then, you know, if I make it out alive, then I can restart my life pretty much. Well, not really, because cops still all hate me, you know. I have a criminal record, former drug addict. That's always going to be over my head for the rest of my life. But at least I can be free in the free world, you know. And once I get out, moving down to Tampa, gotta restart. I've just made so many mistakes up here. You know, I live in the Northeast, Boston area. You know, when people say you're from up here, like where I'm at, everyone just says Boston. You know, 99% of people aren't actually from Boston. But, you know, we just say Boston because nobody fucking knows any other place up here besides Nashua because of Adam 22, no jumper, you know. And you know, as a person that stays in Nashua, we don't accept Adam 22, bro. I think he's a pedophile. I'm not trying to make accusations, but 99% sure he's a pedophile. Y'all can go watch some videos on that. There's a little bit of evidence. He's a really suspicious picture out there of him with I think it was a 13-year-old girl, like kissing her all weird and some shit. Yeah, I don't fuck with Adam anymore. I don't condone that type of shit at all. Uh, but yeah, the only reason people know about Nashua is Adam 22. That's where I'm at, Nashua. So yeah, honestly, I thought there'd be more like at least like one person in here. I just want like somebody to talk to, bro. I'm kind of stressing out, so I'm just talking to my camera, pretending it's a real person. I just have to talk out loud. I don't want to just like sit in my room and just talk out loud. It makes me feel better if I'm talking to the camera, so at least like maybe someone will see this someday. But yeah, basically the gist of it, going into detox tomorrow. And yeah, I hope I survive. I really do. It's not gonna be easy even afterwards. You know, still gonna be pain. A lot of pain. You know, just because I did 3 months in rehab it doesn't mean they can't send me to jail after. Halfway house after. Most likely I'll be going to like some type of halfway house sober living, which I don't fucking need that, bro. Like halfway houses, sober living houses, those are for people that, you know, they go to rehab and they feel like they're gonna relapse again. I'm not gonna relapse, bro. I know that for a fucking fact. I'm not gonna relapse. Just because of how much pain I've already been through because of this shit. If Xanax was a person, I'd straight up. I hate that drug, man. I fucking hate it. Yeah, it's gonna be tough, but I'm gonna do it. I'm not leaving voluntarily, bro. They're gonna have to. If I'm leaving, it's either because I'm in a body bag and I'm getting sent to the morgue, or they kick me out because somebody tried to steal my shit and I retaliated. Those are the only two ways I'm getting out of that place. I'm not leaving by myself. I don't care how many seizures I'm having. I don't care how much pain I'm in. I'm not leaving by myself, bro. I'm gonna ride this shit out. If I die, I die. Straight up. Maybe if I do die, then doctors and other people can learn. Oh, look at this kid. You know, we didn't treat him properly and he died and under our care type shit. But they're not gonna blame themselves for that, obviously. They're gonna blame me. Oh, he was a junkie, you know, he he took himself out of the game. That's it. These people, I don't want to say these people because it's not everybody, but most people in positions of authority, they don't have any sympathy for you, any compassion for you. You're just another blank face to them. Like whenever I get arrested, basically, there's like a few nice cops in my county or whatever, but you know, I'd say 95% of them just they're always talking shit. They're always abusing their power, you know. And what am I supposed to say back? I can't, you know, if the guy insults me, he's talking mad shit about me, I say something back, you know, he could just pull out his gun and shoot me, say, you know, oh, he was being he was being whatever, like uncooperative. I was defending myself. Oh, you're a cop. Uh, have a little professional courtesy. Oh, you're good. No probation, anything. Just go back home to your family, even though you just murdered a kid for doing nothing. That's just how I feel about it. So every time I talk to any cop when I get pulled over, I try to be as respectful as I possibly can because I'm genuinely scared that if I say the wrong thing, it only takes 1 second for these type of people to snap. They got tempers, bro. So if I say the wrong thing, I might just get shot in my head, and they're gonna get away with it because they're a cop. They're above the law. And I want to clarify that not all cops are bad people. Right? I just think that the profession itself is bad. People shouldn't have authority over other people to be able to put them in cages like dogs. It's not right. It's not right at all. Especially for like stupid ass like laws. Like, you get caught with a little bit of weed, you're speeding like I was the other day, like open ass highway, nobody to hit, nothing. And I got arrested, hit with reckless operation. So yeah, I mean, I don't want to speak on cops too much because if I like start saying some shit, then they might just come back to my house and fuck with me more. I don't know. But all the good cops out there, you know who you are. I appreciate you. But most of your colleagues are not good people. That's all I'm saying. And a lot of people don't like to hear this because I'm a younger kid, and they're older than me. They think they're smarter than me because I'm younger. Which, I mean, it doesn't matter how old you are, bro. Once, like, we're both adults. Um, I've had a lot of crazy life experiences. I've been through a lot of shit. Probably a lot more than some of these people have, even though they're double, triple my age even. For example, you could you know, you could get sent over to Iraq or some shit, in the army, right? You get sent over there, and as soon as you touch down, you might be straight into a war zone. You might be catching 15 bodies right away. You just went through all that shit. Watch your homies get shot. You're the only one standing. When all the dust clears, you realize you caught bodies. And you just went through all that turmoil in such a short amount of time, where they could send someone else over there and it's like a peaceful moment, but they've been there a lot longer. But the other person that, touched down in the spot where they had to go through that shit, obviously they went through more shit even though they were there for a less amount of time, you know what I mean? So what I'm getting at is just because you're older than me does not mean you're smarter than me by any. It doesn't mean that at all. If you think that, you're stupid, straight up. You need to get some help. And by help, I mean like a higher IQ or something. Like go back to college, get educated, something. Go to therapy. I mean, I will admit I'm not the smartest person in the world by a long shot. I do a lot of dumb shit. But at the same time, there are people with positions of authority, people that have authority over me, that they can lock me in a cage like an animal for pretty much nothing, you know? And I'm smarter than them. I know I'm smarter than them. It's only certain ones though, you know. Some cops are actually intelligent and they understand, you know, they understand how the world works. You know, nobody wakes up one morning and decides, you know, hey, I'm gonna be a drug addict today. Not how it fucking works, man. I was 17 years old, you know, my brain wasn't fully developed. I didn't weigh out the pros and cons. I was impulsive and I ended up getting addicted. So it's still my fault, but at the same time, you know, you see a lot of cops and, you know, other people they're way older, you know, they don't start doing drugs until they're like 35, 45, 55. And it's like by then you should, you know, especially if you're a cop and you've seen ODs, all that type of shit, you should know, but you should know better. You know what I mean? At the time when I was 16, 17, I didn't know better. So even though it is my fault, I don't deserve to be treated like an animal, you know, get killed, whatever. I don't deserve that. So when I was in the psych annex in the hospital, um, the nurse, when I was begging her for something to taper off with, you know, I was asking just like give me like the lowest dose of like Ativan, it's like a weak ass benzo. Just give me like the lowest dose possible. I just want to be able to relieve some of this withdrawal, you know what I mean? That's when she called the cop over, picked me up, threw me in the room. I'm laying on the bed, pressing the panic button all night. And periodically this cop would come up to my little window, right? And he would just smile at me. I'm sitting there, you know, sweating, like, you know, all the withdrawal shit, like my body's just uncontrollably moving around. I'm having seizures, you know, I'm like foaming out the mouth and shit, throwing up, all type of shit, you know, just clearly in withdrawals. And he would just come to the window periodically and just smile at me, just give me like a little smirk, and just walk away. And I've been spamming the panic button all night, like 8 hours straight, just boom, 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 boom. So I was probably pissing him off. Just give me the shit and I'll stop bothering you, man. For real. And then the next morning, this is the crazy part. Y'all are gonna want to hear this if you're watching. Crazy part is the next morning when I actually got to come out of my cell and, you know, see who else was up in there with me. The kid in the room next to me, yeah, he comes out. I'm like just sitting along the wall. I'm just sitting on the wall, like by my door. And first thing in the morning, actually, that same guy that was taunting me the night before, you know, watching me have seizures, like laughing at me having seizures, that same cop, he comes in and he gives me a 0.25 milligram Ativan. You know, I took that shit without water, just chewed it up, ate it so fast. And that's how they get you in there. It's psychological warfare, you know? He tortured me all night. That was torture. You know? That was the actual definition of torture. So he tortures me for like 8 to 10 hours straight. Finally gives me a little bit of something to ease the pressure a little bit, ease the withdrawal. And once he gave me that, my tone completely changed from being pissed off at him to just, I was thanking him like he was God himself. You know, I was like, thank you so much. Even though he was just torturing me, you know, not even 2 hours ago. So they really they treat you like a dog in there, and they make it well known that they're in power and they have control of your life. straight up. But the most fucked up thing I saw was the first kid that I met. He had schizophrenia. And it's funny because this dude looked exactly like Jesus. I'm not even playing with you. He like long hair, like the same like facial hair. He looked like Jesus, bro. It was kind of trippy, but he sits down next to me. I'm sitting on the wall. He sits down next to me, and the first thing he says, or I'm like, "What's up, bro?" And like the first thing he says to me is, like, he says that his name is Jesus. Like he believed he was Jesus Christ reincarnated. He really believed it. So I'm just talking to this guy. I'm kind of having a little laugh with him, saying, Jesus, I appreciate you, man. Just joke with him a little bit, on some friendly shit. He was a cool guy. So we get put back in our cells, and later that night he starts having, this was like after dinner or whatever. They make you eat in your cell. There's no like common area where you can go and talk to people. They just throw the food in your room. That's it. So I ate the food, and I'm sitting on the window just watching, looking, because from my cell I can see a few other people's cells. I'm watching, I'm just looking at the cops, seeing what's going on. And all of a sudden I hear like some banging, it's coming from the kid's cell who was schizophrenic, who thought he was Jesus, and he's having a schizophrenic episode. He's freaking out. He's like, running around the room and shit, bumping into the walls. He's freaking out. He's screaming. He's obviously terrified. He's having a schizophrenic episode. And this is what pissed me off more than anything. The cop. One sec. All right, so the cop, the same one that was torturing me the other night, he calls for some backup. And I'm like, why do you need backup? Like, this kid is like the same weight as me. This cop was beefy, bro. He was big. Like, when he tossed me in that room, I flew like 10 feet, bro. I was like, God damn, like, this guy's like strong as fuck, you know what I'm talking about? But he calls in for backup, and they come in with like the Ninja Turtle squad. They got the riot gear, like the shields. There's like 4 or 5 of them come in to like the dorm area, and the cop, he moves aside, and he goes in the last. He follows the guy with the riot shields in there. What a bitch, bitch move. That cop was a huge pussy, massive pussy. But off topic. Anyways, riot squad comes in there. They bust his door open. Apparently he had taken like a TV remote or something and like threw it against the wall. So that's when he called for backup. They rush in his room, and all I hear is like just banging up against the walls. Bam, 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 bam. I can hear they're beating the life out of this kid in there. You know what I mean? I'm just watching from my window, and I only saw like a few seconds of it because the windows they're thin as fuck. So they got in there, they closed the door, as they're like beating his ass, right? And I see one of them like pick him up and like throw him away from the door. So they threw him to the like the corner of the room where I couldn't see what was going on. And that's when I just heard fists, boots, stomping on him, like beating his fucking head in, everything. It was fucked up, man, because he was schizophrenic. There's nothing he can do about that, bro. Like, why are you beating this man? It's just, these people shouldn't have power at all. They shouldn't. And it's completely wrong what they're doing. And the fact that the hospital just stands for that, and the people that work there, they see this shit every day, and they don't say anything, they don't speak up. Y'all are some cowards, for real. Or you're just fucking evil. Straight up. The fact that you can do that to somebody and sleep at night normally, I don't know. You want a different type of demon time. That's all I gotta say. But when they took this man out the cell, the schizophrenic guy, he was fully cuffed up. Like they had him real secure, and they brought him out. His face is leaking, bro. He's blood everywhere. You know, I can barely even see his face. There's so much red. Shirt's covered in blood. You know, it's just going everywhere, bro. It's all there's like a trail where they took him out. Blood, just blood everywhere, man. That's all I can remember. They like pick him up, haul his ass out of there. I never saw the kid again. I don't know if he died. I don't know if they sent him to a different place. I don't know what they did with him. But that's just the type of people you gotta deal with in these places, man. You know? That's why I'm so scared of authority, you know, because they can do whatever they want and get away with it, you know? Pretty sure the kid was like 17 years old too. So if you think about that, there were like four or five officers with like the riot gear and shit, and then there was the one who was, you know, fucking me up the other night. So that's like 5 or 6 officers beating on a 17-year-old, you know, stomping his head in, stomping his ribs in with like their fucking boots and shit. That's not right, man. It's not right at all. You could have just gone in there. You could have just gone in there, cuffed him up, and taken him out. You know, even though he was having a schizophrenic episode, he needed actual help. You know, he didn't need to be arrested or cuffed up or anything. That's just gonna make him freak out more. But they beat this man bad, real bad. Like I've seen some blood. I've seen a lot of blood in fights, but never like this. This was some next level shit. I mean, they really beat this man, you know? He was unconscious too when they took him out. Like they were dragging him out of there. His head and face just leaking blood all over the ground. You know, he's slumped over. They're just hauling his ass out. They don't care about you in there. They really don't. That's why I'm nervous to go to this detox place, because I don't know what it's gonna be like. I don't know who I'm gonna have to deal with in there. Whether it's gonna be other people that are detoxing, you know, that want to start some shit, or if it's gonna be like people that have authority that are gonna do some shit. I don't know. But there's a good possibility I could die in this place. Alright, man. I've been live for an hour. Still no people in here, but it's alright. I'm pretty sure this will go up as a video, just in case anybody wants to watch it while I'm gone for 3 months. Or maybe this will be my last video and I'll end up dying in there. If that does happen, I don't think my friends actually like watch my videos. It's mostly like people I don't know, you know, which is cool, you know. That, you know, just people from all around the country and shit are finding my videos, and apparently my videos help them. You know, that's great. I love that. But I don't think any of my real life friends actually watch my videos. So yeah, I mean, if they do though, if they do end up seeing this and I die in that place, I just want y'all to look into it a little bit, because I'm not gonna kill myself in there. Straight up. So if I die in there, it's the result of something they did, or something that another inmate or whatever did. I just want it to be looked into, and if it was somebody in a position of authority that killed me, I want them to, go to jail and experience what I experienced. It's messed up what they do to people. All right. Well, I'm gonna end the live stream. I think I've said enough. So, yeah, I'll be going in tomorrow. Keep y'all updated. And hope I come out alive. If I do, I'll be making videos in 3 months or so. But yeah, I wish y'all the best of luck as well with whatever you got going on. Yeah. Just refresh the chat real quick. Alright. Just making sure there's still nobody in here. Not trying to miss anything. Alright, well, I'm gonna just enjoy my last night of freedom. Pretty much, just chill, watch some TV, try not to think about the unimaginable pain that I'm gonna go through for the next 3 months. Probably more than 3 months. Well, definitely more than 3 months. So yeah. I mean, I'm also facing up to a year in prison after that. So this could be a really long, long, long time of being in pain. But I'm gonna push through it though. So yeah, I'll keep y'all updated, of course, if I survive. And I appreciate anybody who watches this after the stream's over. I know nobody's in here right now, all that. Nobody tuned in, unfortunately. But all right, man. I just kind of wanted somebody to talk to, and the camera's good enough. I just needed to get my words out there, so I'm not freaking out. But I'm just gonna go relax for a bit, try not to think about it, and yeah, leaving tomorrow. On for 3 months, so we'll see what happens. Yep. Hope y'all have a great day. It's not a very good day for me, but yeah, I don't even know what else to say, man. My mind is all over the place. I might as well just end this stream before I mean, I'm already saying stupid shit, so yeah, I'm gonna go lay down, try to chill out, get my heart rate down. I think I'm about to have a heart attack, but yeah. If this is my last time making a video, just know that everybody that subbed to me, everybody that watched my videos, comments, everything, I appreciate every single one of y'all. Especially all the comments you guys leave me. Like, it's crazy. Like, just random people from around the world see my shit and relate and actually care. It's wild to me. Considering most of the people that I know in person don't care about me. But yeah, thank you. Thank you to all the people that have been supporting me throughout this, long ass journey of being a drug addict. And I'll catch y'all in 3 months. And on Instagram Live tomorrow when I'm going in. Be live on the drive up there, so. But as for YouTube, this is my last video, last live stream, so. Yep. I love you guys, man. That's basically all I gotta say. So that's gonna be it. I gotta finish packing and all that, but hopefully I'll catch y'all again in 3 months. All right. Peace out, everybody.